the live streams right now, and just a little bit of technical difficulties with the connection with Zoom. So I'm actually connected to the studio through my headset. And those that are, if you're actually out there listening on the live stream, you won't hear the audio from the studio, but we'll get that. I do want to let you know that we do have the various content that we've talked about. We have some of the content that we've done in the last few weeks up on our YouTube channel. Certainly, we have it there. You can watch the live video from last week, from 3 weeks ago as well. But we also last week showed you how you can watch Thanksgiving movies for free without cable TV. Some of them are free, some of them you have to pay for, but we showed you how to do that on the show. We also went over in addition to that, we went over how to contact, or how to actually well, we have a new spot, Thanksgiving spot, and today will be the last time it's running on the radio, but we have an extended version of that. And let me tell you, it's hilarious because my son, getting him to say our website address. And I know some of you have said, I've listened to that commercial so many times and I can't understand what that kid is saying. And really, he's saying the website address. And that's why really I said it afterward, because I know that you can't understand what he's saying. And so that's just the way it is, that, and I understand that, but he just had a hard time. He had a hard time with that. But we have that, and we have some of the bloopers, and where I was trying to get him to say the website address, and he's not even sure that he actually said it, fully. He said, that sounds too good to be me. But anyway, we're here. We're ready to answer your computer questions, ready to help you resolve your computer questions as well. And one of the things that I do want to do today, we went over this last week, how to watch Thanksgiving movies without cable TV. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to actually switch over to show you the Roku device. And, by the way, if you're out there and you're thinking about buying a new TV, and I know a lot of people may have bought one yesterday, or just recently because of all the deals that are out there. Well, if you're out there and you want to actually watch or purchase a new TV, we'll go over that a little bit today, just to talk about the various types of televisions that are out there. First of all, every TV you buy today is going to be a smart TV. So what we're going to do with that, every TV is a smart TV. However, not all smart TVs are equal. Certainly, the picture quality of some of the TVs, well, really all the TVs, is better than it was last year or the year before or the year before that. One of the things, though, is that the operating system, you want to think about the operating system that's on the TV. Certainly, if you want the best quality television, maybe you're not concerned about the operating system, because you can purchase a Roku device or an Amazon Fire Stick. You can purchase an Apple TV. You can purchase a Google device that you can connect into an HDMI port on your TV, and it will turn your TV, in fact, whatever TV you have, you can turn it into a Roku with a Roku device, or you can turn it into you can watch TV through the Amazon Fire Stick if you want to do that. Now, having said that, I can tell you that from my opinion, what I would say is that a Roku device, the Roku operating system for television, is actually the best and the easiest to use, and has really the most features. Now, a lot of the other TV manufacturers that don't have Roku, some of them are using Google TV. I've seen Amazon Fire TV, so the TV itself has the operating system of the Amazon Fire, and there are some TVs, again, that have Google. the Google TV operating system, and there are some that have the Roku TV operating system. There are others that have their own operating system. LG has their own operating system. And now these are better than they used to be. Maybe if you go back 5 years, I would say that, the LG operating system, I would call it a dumb smart TV. Because it really wasn't very smart. But you can install all kinds of apps on those TVs today, including YouTube and Tubi and Pluto and those types of things. But really, in my opinion, again, the Roku operating system is the best and most efficient way of doing things. I'm going to switch over to a full screen just so you can see a Roku. We have shown you how to set up a Roku device. We've shown you that on this show. We've actually shown how to actually navigate this, how to connect it to the internet, how to actually work it. But various apps that you can install on Roku devices. And you see I've actually installed 41 apps or channels on the Roku. Well, I guess they're not channels, but they are apps. So we have Prime Video, we have Netflix, we have actually Tubi, Hulu, HBO Max. Don't have subscriptions to all of these. Some of them actually come kind of preloaded, or they ask you when you set up a Roku whether you want these. And certainly Hulu would like you to use their service, and their service is a subscription service. There's also the Roku channel. The Roku channel has free content. Howdy by Roku. There's kids and family from Roku. Pluto is an app where you can watch free television. You also have PBS Kids, Disney. All of these can really be added, and some of them require a subscription. Some of them you'll have free content, but there's more content if you get a subscription. And then in addition to that, you also have other content as well. So as we're going through this, some of the content you can only use it if you have a subscription. So we've gone over a lot of the various content out there, and you do have, YouTube as an app, YouTube TV as an app, and you can actually get in there. You can see these. You can see what's going on, and this is something that definitely, again, you can buy whatever television you want to, because you can get a Roku device that you can connect to it, or an Amazon Fire, or Apple TV, or Google. But in my opinion, again, Roku is the best. Listen, hey, if you need help with any of this, give us a call, 772-878-5978. Oh, so here's the thing. The soundboard that I'm connected into, that soundboard is views my mic as mono. So you may have to. Okay. Well, let me switch that. Let's switch over that. You want to just end the phone call?
The link to listen to a faster PC radio.
Okay.
We're here. We're ready to answer your computer questions, and we'll be right back to do that.
So yeah,
computer problems. You need a faster PC.
I'm using a Focusrite sound system, looking for ways to break say, well, microphone's a mono device, so you have to switch it over.
Think this can't happen to you?
They say you have to switch it over so that you can actually.
It's kind of funny. I can hear you from the speakers and the monitor, but I cannot hear you in my headset.
On the headset, okay.
That's funny.
Yeah, I don't know, but
I think we'll have to do it on the phone. I don't know why.
Oh, really? So do it on the phone?
I mean, I see that on your microphone, you're sending audio. Okay?
Yeah.
But and I got the right channel I can put on the air, but I can't hear it through the board in
Huh.
my headset. But it does transmit on the air, which is weird.
Wow. Okay.
Can you hear me at all?
Yeah. Yeah. I can hear you fine.
Can you hear me at all?
Yes. Yes. I can.
Yeah,
hear
I don't
you
hear
fine.
you at all.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I don't hear you at all.
All right. Well, I'll
All
call.
right.
I'll call
we
you
may
back.
have to. We got about 3 minutes to come back. Okay.
Okay.
3 minutes to come back. All right. Hold on.
This is, and can through the Zoom can.
So remotely, without you needing to leave your work or home. Don't be a sitting duck for hackers.
Yeah, and
Let
and
a
last
faster
week,
PC
last week I
upgrade
had
your
this
computer
headset,
today.
and I think
Computer
even
problems.
You need a faster PC.
not sure
Well,
if
you
I
need to
had it the
protect
week
your
before.
computer
I don't
from
think I had
hackers.
it the
You
week
need a
before.
faster PC.
But I
A
had this
faster
last
PC
week,
is
and it worked
located
fine.
at 71 in Port St. Lucie, next to Dollar General.
And on the web at
www.afastpc.com.
that's www.afasterpc.com. Computer problems?
Yeah.
You need a faster PC.
www.afasterpc.com. 772-878-5978.
Yes, yes. This is Brian Longworth with a Faster PC.
Welcome back to a Faster PC Radio. I know you've been waiting, a whole few minutes for the next segment of today's show. If you've been waiting to give us a call so that you can get your computer question answered, well, now's a great time to give us a call. Give us a call. The number here at the studio is 772 340 1590. 772 340 1590. Of course, if you're a little bit shy, maybe you don't want to call
Yeah.
and be on the radio. This is your opportunity, by the way, if you do want to be on the radio. But if you're a little bit shy, maybe you don't want to be on the radio, you don't want people to hear what you
Okay.
say, then you can actually head over to our Facebook video. It's a live Facebook video going on right now. You can head
Okay.
over there.
All
Just
right.
go to www.afasterpc.com.
Yeah, so just let me know when you're ready for me to
Click on the
reconnect.
link to listen to a Faster PC Radio.
Okay.
That'll take you to our Facebook page, or you can go to Facebook, search for a Faster PC. You'll find our page. We have between 22 and 20.
Okay, yeah. So those that are listening on the live stream, I do apologize, but we're having some problems getting with the connection over to WPSL. So I'm actually connected on the phone right now, and he's rebooting his computer one more time to see if we can get the audio from the studio coming back over. So hopefully we can get that working. But right now we're in a little bit of a commercial break, and so we'll have, and we're actually on the air right now. We have the Netflix. Yeah. So right now we're doing the lead in, and yes, we're. Let me see. Are we 1 minute to air? I think we're 1 minute to air from what I see. Don't hear anything from the studio, so hopefully we're okay with that. Okay, yes. Okay. Okay. All right. So yes, we are here. We're ready to answer your computer technical, streaming, and cybersecurity questions. And I will tell you that the segments that we are covering today, we'll probably just re-record those after the show and get those up on the web, ready for you to watch and see. So, if you do miss anything, I mean, we'll have better content up on our individual videos. So, but one of the things that we have been covering how to actually purchase a new computer with that's more capable and really not slower than the one that you've had before. And so this is something that that this is something it's really important to be able to do this, to be able to watch, and to be able to actually get computers that are more capable than the one that you currently have. Every year, and the reason we do this every year, we do this as a service to our customers. We don't make money telling you how you can buy a new computer from someone else. But we want you, if you're spending your money on a new computer, we want you to buy a computer that's going to satisfy you, that's going to meet your needs, that's going to help you and really be a faster computer and more capable computer than the one that you already have. And believe it or not, we go over this every year. Believe it or not, we actually have customers that do buy new computers. It is possible to buy a new computer that's slower than the one that you already have. And we don't want you to do that. We don't want you to buy a slower computer. We want you to buy one that's faster. And so what we're going to do today, we're going to go over really how you can do this. So 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, actually, we went over, if you want to watch that on our live stream. We don't have the individual video up there yet. I'll work on that this coming week. Try to get all those computer purchase, how to purchase a new computer, get those videos up there for you to watch. But we also do have, by the way, a video on how to, and I think that was maybe 4 weeks ago, how you can actually purchase a new computer, but also really why I may never buy a certain brand of computer again. So we'll try to get those videos up on YouTube as individual videos this coming week. But one of the things that we do want to go over here is just how to make sure that you can actually purchase a new computer that's faster than the one that you already have. I'm going to switch over because we were talking last week about the CPU, and we were talking about how you can actually purchase. Okay, so we're on Zoom. Okay, so should I cancel or hang up on the phone, or maybe you can hang up
on the phone now. We got you on Zoom and working. You sound good.
Okay,
So
good. All right.
Okay.
All right. So wow. Let me take my headset, my cell phone headset off. That way we don't have those cables in the way. So again, one of the things we've been talking about is how to purchase a new computer that's faster than the one that you already have. And as odd as it may sound, this is something that, again, people buy computers every year. We have customers, and they'll call us up, and we'll set up their computer. And they'll ask us, why is this taking so long? Why is this computer so slow? And we have to tell them, well, it's because you bought a slow computer. Or customers come in, and they don't have enough room on their hard drive. And, we look at the computer, and it has a fast drive, but it's non-upgradable. It's soldered to the motherboard and can't be changed. That presents another problem. We'll get into some other problems that presents later as well. And then how about RAM? Maybe you buy a computer that doesn't have enough RAM. Well, that's not a problem if you can upgrade the RAM. But if the RAM is soldered to the motherboard and you don't have a port to install a slot to install additional RAM, well, that's a big problem. So here it is. So we're going to go over this, how to actually, and what we're focusing on today, and we'll see if we can get more into this, and if not, we'll roll it over to next week. But we're going to focus today on the CPU. So the CPU, a lot of times I call the CPU the brains of the computer, but really our brains actually do really just about everything that's a part of the computer would actually be what our brains do. So the CPU does mathematical calculations. Everything you do on a computer is mathematical calculations. It's actually ones and zeros. So when you open up Microsoft Word, there's mathematical calculations that are going on to do that. When you open up a web browser and you go to a website, if you go to a fasterpc.com, there's mathematical calculations that are happening to make that happen. If you are working with audio or video or a photo and maybe you're editing that, that's mathematical calculations that are happening. And the CPU quite often is what does those mathematical calculations. So the CPU, having a fast CPU is very important. We have customers that buy computers that have slow CPUs. And if you buy a computer that has a slow CPU, there's absolutely nothing you can do to resolve that or to make it better or to alleviate the problem of having that slow CPU. It's going to happen. Your CPU is going to be slow. So how do you determine what CPU you have and whether the processor on the system that you're looking at actually is faster than the one that you already have? Now, this is something that you want to do. So we're going to switch over to a full screen, and I'm actually going to launch a web browser. And in fact, let me see, I have something up right now. So I'm going to go to CPU benchmark.net. And what you're going to want to do is you're going to look at your particular processor. In fact, you see over in the upper right-hand corner, there's a scale, what looks kind of like a scale, and it has 0 on there right now. So this is where you can actually compare multiple processors. And so I'm going to actually hold down the Control and the Shift key and press Escape. That's going to launch the Task Manager. From the Task Manager, I'm going to actually be able to look and see what processor I have. So on this first screen, it's going to show me the percentage of CPU that I'm using. It's going to show me the percentage of memory that I'm using. That's RAM memory. And it's going to show me the percentage of drive or disk that I'm using, and also the percentage of the network that I'm using. And I'm using more right now than most of you would use, and that's because we are streaming this show live to Facebook and YouTube, and we're also connected to WPSL. Thankfully, we're connected again through Zoom. Had some problems and issues with that today, but we're reconnected with Zoom to the studio. So I'm using more resources than what a lot of people would use. But you see my CPU is anywhere in the teens up to, I saw 42% there, and I am plugged into power, so I'm getting more. I have a laptop computer that I'm using, so when it's on battery, the CPU is not going to be as high a performance as when it's plugged in. So anyway, I can click on performance on the left-hand side. If you're using Windows 10, and by the way, if you're using Windows 10, you need to go to Windows 11. You need to know that Windows 11, you can't be fooling around with Windows 10. Windows 10, you're not getting Windows updates. There was a 0-day threat that Microsoft patched this past month. If you have Windows 10, you are not getting that patch. So you're actually vulnerable. So what I'm going to do here, though, is I'm going to look at the CPU, and the CPU will actually tell me. This will actually tell me the model of CPU that I have. It also will show me a graph of how much is being used. Now, if you turn on your computer, or maybe your computer's a little bit sluggish, and you're actually seeing what's happening, and you're seeing that the graph is all the way, the bluish color is all the way up to the top. And that's kind of the way it is. Well, what that means is that your CPU is being used as much as it possibly can. It's doing as much as it possibly can, and it's just not keeping up. Kind of think about a hamster on a wheel. Running real fast, but it's not getting anywhere. And that is what will happen if you have a slow CPU. Now, I'm not gonna use my CPU, but you would want to use your CPU. And what you really want to focus on are the numbers, because that's the easiest way to find your CPU in the list. You also want to look at whatever computers that you are looking at. You'll want to look at those computers and those processors, and you'll want to actually compare. And it is important. I do want to just remind you or just point out, you see mine is an AMD Ryzen 7 8840U. Now, the AMD Ryzen 7 is the class of processor. So there's Intel i7s. The newer ones are iCore 7 or iCore Ultra 7. There's also 3s, there's 5s, there's 7s. And with AMD, you have the Ryzen 3, Ryzen 5, and Ryzen 7. Now, the 8 in the 8840, the first 8, is actually the generation. And if you're buying an Intel Core or a Core Ultra, that's actually the first generation of that particular model of processor. They previously had up to 14th generation of the i7, i5, i4s. But you want to type that out, and also pay attention if there's a letter at the end. Pay attention, because that particular letter is going to dictate a lot about how fast this is. A lot of the mobile processors will end in U, and that processor is quite a bit slower than if you type in 8840 and another processor comes up. Let me just show you that. So if we type in 8840 over here, you see there's an 8840HX, an 8840H, 8840U. There's an HS, there's all of these. And, just so you can know, if you were to type in, and there's also pro versions of some of these as well. So that's going to change the performance or make it different. Now, let's say I'll just type in one of my previous computers, not the current computer, but one of my previous computers had, and I'm not even seeing let me see. So here it is, the i7 5500U. And so you see that. Now I know that some of the processors that are out there, there's the iCore Ultra 265. So if I were looking at this, and let's go with the U version, and I wanted to do a comparison, I can actually click there. And you really want to do this with any computer you're considering purchasing. And you look at the CPU mark to see the difference in performance. You want to have a computer that's significantly faster than what you have. Don't waste your money buying something that's the same speed. Don't waste your money buying something that's slower. You want it to be faster. If you need help with any of that, give us a call, 772-878-5978.
You're listening to a Faster PC radio heard on this station every Saturday in the 10 o'clock hour. We're going to take a quick break, but we'll be right back for the final segment of today's show. Listen, if you want to get your computer questions answered and you haven't called in, now's your opportunity. In fact, this is your last opportunity coming up. 772-340-1590. 772-340-1590. You can also head over to our Facebook page, and you can actually, from the Facebook page, you can type your computer questions into the comment section of the live video, and we'll cover them on today's show. But you know what? You've got to get over there right now, or give us a call, 772-340-1590, so we can answer your computer questions. Computer problems? You need a Faster PC. The one thing we hate to hear after someone's hard drive dies is, I was just about to make a backup. Just about is not good enough. At a Faster PC, we can recover data from failing hard drives, but not all the time. And we can't recover your data if it's stolen or destroyed by fire, unless you have a backup. We can't recover your data if it's encrypted with ransomware unless you have a backup. A faster PC can protect your data from loss by hard drive failure, fire, theft, sabotage, and ransomware. Don't wait until it's too late.
You need a faster PC.
When your data is important,
You need a faster PC.
A faster PC is located at 7190 South US 1 in Port St. Lucie, next to Dollar General.
and on the web at
www.fastpc.com.
that's www.afasterpc.com. When you can't lose your data,
Don't you know by now you need a faster PC?
give us a call today at 772-878-5978. It's that time of year again, Cliff. No, Cliff, it's the time of year when a Faster PC wishes everyone a happy Thanksgiving. This is Brian Longworth, host of a Faster PC Live Technical Support. On behalf of a Faster PC and its employees, I would like to thank God for all of his blessings over the past year and remind our customers and radio show listeners to take time during this busy time of the year to thank God for his blessings and provision. He does provide all of our needs. If you have computer technical, streaming, or cybersecurity problems,
You need a faster PC.
A faster PC is located at 7190 South US 1 in Port St. Lucie, next to Dollar General.
and on the web at
www.fastpc.com.
that's afasterpc.com. Call a Faster PC today at 772-878-5978. Computer problems?
You need a faster PC.
Welcome back to a Faster PC Radio. This is the last segment of today's show. We'd love to answer your computer questions, but if you don't call, we can't answer. Give us a call. The number to have your computer question answered is 772-340-1590, 772-340-1590, or you can hop on over to our Facebook page, A Faster PC, and actually from there, you can type your question into the comment section. So again, just a few more minutes to answer your questions. We did want to remind you also that not only can you ask your questions at the Facebook page or by calling 772-340-1590, but you can also watch the video as well. So some of the questions that I'm answering, as I answer those questions, I'll be able actually to show you the steps that you go through to resolve computer problems. And if you're not where you can watch it right now, that's fine. You can watch it at your convenience shortly after the show's over. It'll be up there on our Facebook page. You can get there one of two ways. Either go to our website, afasterpc.com. We have a link that says listen to a Faster PC Radio. If you click on that, it'll take you to our Facebook page, or go to Facebook and search for a Faster PC. We also wanted to remind you that in the shop, we have technicians standing by today to work on computers and resolve computer problems. We're at 7190 South US 1, and our number in the office is 772-878-5978. And of course, we're here to answer your questions. Well, your computer questions, and we could answer other questions, but we're here specifically to answer computer questions. Computer problems? You need a Faster PC.
Yes, you do. And we are back ready to answer your computer, technical, streaming, and cybersecurity questions. One of the things that I do say often is, we are going over some things. And, if you're out there and, you're saying, hey, I have a question, but it's on a different topic, that's okay. You can call us up. We can help you out. We can answer your question. What we can do is we just continue the video. Now we can't do that on the radio because there's another show that comes up right after ours. But we can do that on our Facebook page and our YouTube channel, just keeping these pages up. Now, one of the things, though, that we do, and we are going to do this today, whether we do it during the show or not, is we're going to go over the various parts of, we're going to go over the biggest cybersecurity threats that are out there so that you can know about these, so you can be aware, so that you can take proactive measures. And some of the threats that we have told you about in recent weeks are actually under active exploit. And you need to just know about this. 300 million Amazon customers just received a critical warning. Netflix and PayPal users are under attack right now, and a vulnerability so dangerous that federal agencies have just 48 hours to fix it or face complete system takeover. If you think cyber criminals are only targeting big corporations, think again. Small businesses and everyday computer users are easy targets. And the attacks are happening right now as we speak and more sophisticated than ever before. I'm about to show you 4 critical threats that could compromise your business or personal data this week. And more importantly, what you need to do about it. But first, stick around until the end because I'll reveal the one simple security measure that stops 99% of these attacks, and most people don't have it enabled. Plus, I'll show you how cyber criminals are using something called the Matrix to turn your web browser against you. So stay tuned. So here, what we're doing here is, again, showing you how you can actually protect your computer. For over 25 years, we've actually been doing this show. We've been in business for over 29 years, or almost 29 years. And we've been warning people and showing people and helping people protect their self against cyber threats. The cybersecurity landscape has changed dramatically. Attackers are using artificial intelligence, sophisticated social engineering, and exploiting vulnerabilities faster than ever before. By the way, AI helps them do that. Whether you're running a small business, working from home, or just shopping online, you need to understand these threats. Today, we're breaking down 4 major cybersecurity alerts that were just issued in the past few days. These aren't theoretical threats. These attacks are happening right now, and they could affect you. So let's dive in. So here's the Amazon threat. And we're going to start with a threat that affects most people. Amazon scams targeting 300 million users. Amazon just sent out an urgent warning email to all of its customers. And if you didn't see it, you need to hear this. Cyber criminals are ramping up sophisticated attacks and specifically designed to steal your personal information, financial details, and Amazon account credentials. Here's what makes this especially dangerous. Researchers have identified over 18,000 holiday-themed fake domains registered in just the last 3 months. This includes websites with names like Black Friday deals and Christmas sales. Of these, at least 750 are confirmed malicious. But it gets worse. Over 19,000 domains are impersonating major retail brands, with nearly 3,000 confirmed as malicious. These fake websites look almost identical to the real thing. When you're rushing through your holiday shopping, it's incredibly easy to miss the small differences. Here's what these scammers are doing. First, they send fake delivery notifications or account alerts. These messages look legitimate. They've got the Amazon logo, and formatting looks right. Everything seems normal. Second, they're placing ads on social media with deals that seem too good to be true. Spoiler alert, they are too good to be true. Third, they contact you through unofficial channels asking for account or payment information. Remember, Amazon will never ask you to verify your account credentials via email or text. Fourth, they send links that redirect you to fake websites designed to steal your login information. And fifth, you might even get a phone call from fake Amazon tech support claiming that there's a problem with your account. Now you might be thinking, I'm smart enough to not fall for that. But here's the reality. The FBI reported that since January this year alone, these brand impersonation attacks have resulted in losses exceeding $262 million. These aren't just a few people getting scammed. Thousands of complaints have been filed. Before I tell you how to protect yourself from Amazon scams, let me mention our second threat. It involves Netflix, PayPal, and something called the Matrix. I'll explain that in just a moment. But first, here's how to protect yourself from Amazon scams. Number one, only use official Amazon mobile app or website for customer service, tracking deliveries, or making changes. Don't click links in emails to go directly to the Amazon website by typing it into your browser. Number two, enable two-factor authentication on your Amazon account. This adds an extra layer of security that makes it much harder for attackers to access your account, even if they get your password. Number three, be suspicious of any amazing deals that require you to go to unfamiliar websites or provide payment information outside of the Amazon's official platform. And if you're a business owner who uses Amazon for supplies, or if you're concerned about protecting your employees from these scams, a Faster PC can help you implement security training and email filtering systems that block these threats before they reach your inbox. All right, let's talk about threat number two, the Matrix. No, I'm not talking about the movie, The Matrix. Security researchers have discovered a new cyber crime platform called Matrix Push that's targeting users of Netflix, PayPal, MetaMask, Cloudflare, TikTok, and other major services. This attack is particularly clever because it exposes a feature we use every day, web browser notifications. Here's how it works. You visit a website, and it might be a legitimate website that's been compromised, or it could be a completely fake website. The website asks for permissions to send you notifications. Most people click allow without thinking twice. But here's where it gets dangerous. Once you approve these notifications, the attackers can send you fake alerts that appear to come from your operating system or browser. These notifications look exactly like legitimate messages from Netflix saying your account has been suspended, or PayPal saying unusual activity detected. The real insidious part is that these notifications appear in your device's actual notification area, and the same place you get legitimate alerts. Your brain is trained to trust notifications that appear there, so you're much more likely to click through. When you click, you're taken to a fake login page that looks identical to the real Netflix or PayPal site. You type in your username and password, and boom, the attackers now have your credentials. They can go to that service, they can log in with your information, and you have no protection. So here's what you need to do. You need to first be extremely cautious about allowing browser notifications. Before clicking allow, ask yourself, do I really need notifications? In fact, read what's on the screen. Most people click to allow the notifications without even really realizing what they're doing. Read the screen. Don't click allow just because the screen comes up. Don't click yes. Read the screen. Second, if you receive a notification about account issues, don't click the link in the notification. Instead, open your browser and go directly to the website by typing the address yourself. Third, check your browser's notifications settings and revoke permissions for any website you don't recognize or is no longer in use or no longer used. In Chrome, Firefox, Safari, Edge, you can do this through the browser's settings under notifications or permissions. Oracle Identity Manager has a vulnerability, and this is something that we've talked about, but it's being actively exploited. The Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency, CISA, has just confirmed that a critical vulnerability in Oracle's history is now being actively exploited by hackers right now. This vulnerability has been added to the known exploit vulnerabilities catalog, and federal agencies have been given a deadline of December 12th to patch their systems. I can tell you, listen, if you're using this software, you don't want to wait until then. It has a severity level of 9.8 of 10. You want to get out and install the patches right away. There also was a major Microsoft Exchange online outage that did cause problems with email delivery, and really there's been a huge amount of distributed denial of service attacks recently that have impacted major websites, major services, even cybersecurity firms. If you're out there and you're saying, you know what, this is a little bit too much to handle, I don't know where to start, I don't know whether this is applicable to me, or how do I protect myself? You need a faster PC. Give us a call at 772-878-5978 or visit our website, afasterpc.com, again, afasterpc.com, and schedule a free discovery call with me where I can sit down with you and show you how we can protect your computers.
We're coming to the end of today's show, but if you've missed any part of this show, want to listen to or watch it again, or want to share it with your friends, head over to our website, afasterpc.com, and look at the top of the page. Right in the middle, there's a red button that says Live Technical Support. Click on that button. On the left-hand side, you'll see various ways that you can actually request live technical support from a Faster PC's technicians. On the right-hand side, you'll see how you can listen to and watch a Faster PC live technical support, including on the radio, on the TuneIn app, on your Alexa or Google speakers, and on our podcast, as well as links to both our YouTube channel and our Facebook page, where you'll not only be able to hear the show, but also see the show. We also have links to our YouTube channel's video page where you can watch individual segments, and then also our shorts page where you can watch little snippets of a Faster PC live technical support. We're open today until 2 p.m. Monday through Friday, we're open from 9 to 5, and next Saturday, we'll be open from 9 to 2. We want to invite you to listen to our church radio show tomorrow morning here on WPSL at 10 a.m. You can listen to other sermons on our church website, covenanttabernacle.com, or our church YouTube channel, Covenant Tabernacle World Outreach Center. If you have any computer questions for next week's show, you can type those into the comment section of our live videos over at YouTube and Facebook. Again, you can get the links to both of those by clicking on the live technical support button at our website, the top middle, and you can request live technical support on that page as well. Computer problems?
Don't you know by now you need a faster PC?
This time of the year, and really every time of the year, we should take time to remember the Pilgrims and Indians at their first Thanksgiving. The Pilgrims risked much to come to America, and half of them died that first winter. Their dependence on God and their friendship with the Indians who taught them how to farm and hunt in America helped them through that first difficult year. And they gave thanks for the harvest. Likewise, we give thanks to God for his rich
WPSL, Port St. Lucie.
Investigation continues. I'm Paul Stevens, Fox News. The investigation continues into a deadly National Guard attack in D.C. One top